Hey there everyone, Courtney here from How to Loom Your Dragon. Welcome to video number 7 in our Learn How to Crochet series. In this video we are going to make a ball using the slip stitch chain 1 join method. Okay, so we will also be incorporating the magic circle and single crochet and increases and decreases, which is what we've been learning so far. So we're going to create a little ball. All right. So go ahead and grab whatever color you want to make your ball. Since I already made a blue one, I'm going to do a pink one. Okay. For this video, you're going to be needing your crochet hook, your yarn, some scissors, some polyfil stuffing to stuff your ball. Okay. And a darning needle to weave in the yarn tail. Okay. All right, so let's begin. All right, so we're going to start with our magic circle with 6 stitches. Okay, so again, there is a pattern in the description, so read along as we go so that you get good at reading crochet patterns. Okay, so our magic circle. 6 stitches. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Pull on the left yarn tail, or not yarn tail, the left loop, and pull on the yarn tail. Okay, so we've made our magic ring, our magic circle. So now we're going to do the slip stitch chain 1 join to finish off our first row and to begin our second row. Okay, so what we want to do is we're going to go into the first stitch. So let's count back 6 stitches. Remember, the loop on your hook does not count. So we want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 6th one, we're going to go through that V. Okay, as if we're doing a single crochet, and then you're going to yarn over and pull through the V as well as the loop that was on your hook. Okay, so that will bring your circle together. Okay, so that ends the first row, and then we're going to chain 1, so yarn over, pull through, and this begins our second row. Okay, so row 2 says to increase times 6. Okay, so the first stitch we're going to go into is the same one we just slip stitched into. Okay, so the same one we went into, okay, we're going to do an increase in. So there's a single crochet and another one to make an increase. Okay, so we're going to do that 5 more times. So into the next stitch, increase. Okay, we're going to do it 4 more times. Increase. 3 more times. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so you'll notice that it looks like we missed one, right? It looks like there's another one here, but we're not going through that one, okay? We're skipping over that, and we're also skipping over the little chain stitch here, okay? So it's going to look like we're skipping over 2 stitches, okay, because we want to go into the first stitch of the row we just did. Okay, so if you look at the pattern, it says that we should now have 12 stitches. So let's count back 12 and we'll know which one to go into, okay? So not counting the loop on your hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So number 12, we're going through there, we are slip stitching through there and the loop on our hook. That ends row 2, and we're chaining 1. Okay, so now we're on row 3, which is single crochet increase times 6. Okay, so again we're going into the same stitch we slip stitched into. Single crochet, now we're going to go into the next one and increase. Okay, next one. Single crochet, increase. Next one, single crochet, increase. Single crochet, increase. Single crochet, increase. And one more, single crochet, increase. Okay, so again, it looks like there's a stitch we missed at the end. We're going to skip over that and the slip stitch, and we're going into the first stitch of the row we just did. If you want to double check that one, you're going to count back 18 stitches. We should have 18 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18, okay? Slip stitch, chain 1. Okay, so we just completed row number 3. Okay, so see how your project is starting to curve, right? Starting to curve like the bottom of a ball. Okay, now your yarn tail, your starting yarn tail should be on the inside of the ball. So if your project looks like this, just stick your finger and push it the other way. Okay? Alright, so row number 4. Single crochet twice, followed by an increase times 6. Okay, let's do that again, going into the same stitch that we slip stitched into. 1, 2, increase, 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 1, 2, increase. Okay, so we're at the end of row 4. We're going to count 24, make sure we have 24 stitches, not counting the one on our hook, or the loop around our hook, not counting that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Slip stitch through that 24th stitch and chain 1. Okay, so row number 5, we are just single crocheting around. We're not doing any increases or decreases, so single crochet 24. Okay, so going into that same stitch we slip stitched into, we're going to do 24 around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay, slip stitch chain 1. Same way we've been ending all our rows. Okay, now as you see in the instructions, it says 3 rows of single crochet 24. So we just did 1. We're doing 2 more now. Okay, so here's our second row of 24. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay, slip stitch, chain 1. Okay, all right, one more row of 24 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay, slip stitch, chain 1. If you want to count back 24, you can do that. I know exactly which stitch it goes into. Okay, so we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows. Oh, this is how you count rows if you're curious. Okay, when you do the slip stitch, chain 1, join. Okay, so the circle at the bottom counts as 1, and each ring counts as another row. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is the one we just did. Okay, so if you ever lose count of what row you're on, you can always count from the bottom, or you can even mark rows with a stitch marker. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, maybe I'll mark the 5th row with a stitch marker. That way if I lose count, I don't have to start all the way at the bottom. I know that the stitch marker is row 5, so I could just count 6, 7. Okay, so that's another way to do it. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, row 8, we're going to start decreasing now. Okay, so single crochet 2, decrease times 6. Okay, so into that same stitch that we slip stitched into. So 1, 2, decrease. Okay, so 1, 2, decrease. 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 And slip stitch, chain 1. Okay, so now our ball's starting to get small again. If you want, you can stick that starting yarn tail inside. If it's hanging out, it'll stay in there. We don't have to worry about it too much. Alright, so now we're going to single crochet 1, decrease times 6. Okay, so single crochet, decrease. single crochet, decrease, 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 and slip stitch, chain one. Okay, so now the instructions say to start stuffing the ball with the polyfill. Okay, so if you want to put your hook down, what you could do is just kind of pull out this loop a little bit and put your hook down, just so that this doesn't come undone. Like if you pull on it, it won't come through if you pull it out a little extra. Okay, we're going to take our polyfill and we're going to start stuffing this little dude. Okay. Now, if you can stuff it firmly, you can stuff it loosely. I'm going to stuff mine pretty firmly. This is going to be my stress ball. I'm going to squeeze it when I get mad. And it'll help de-stress. Okay, you don't want to overstuff though. If it starts to like poke through the openings, then that's too much. It actually takes more stuffing than you would think. Okay. Alright. So now when we put our hook back through, what you want to do is you want to just tug on the string a little bit, and the side that pulls is going to be at the front of the hook. Okay, so don't put it in backwards like that. So again, pull on this a little bit, the part that goes through is going to be in front of your hook. Okay? Alright, so now we're going to do 6 decreases, okay, according to the next row. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we're gonna slip stitch chain 1. Okay, so you can count back 6 if you want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so that you know which one to go through. Slip stitch chain 1. Now we're gonna cut off with a, let's do a 12-inch yarn tail. Okay, so now I'm gonna pull that yarn tail through. Actually, you know what? We're not going to chain 1, we're just going to slip stitch. Okay, so let's do that again, that last part. Okay, so we decrease times 6, right? And we're just going to slip stitch. Slip stitch, and then just bring the tail through. There we go. Because if you chain 1 and then bring the tail through, you'll have a little bit of a nub here, which we don't want. Okay, so you can kind of shape your ball and kind of squish it so it's more round if you want. You should have a little bit of a ridge here, which is from the beginning and end of the rows. Okay. Alright, so we have a tiny opening. We're going to close that with the darning needle. Okay, so I'm going to put the yarn through the needle. Okay, and what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to zigzag the yarn tail through the stitches. So right next the stitch where it like is attached to, I'm just going to zigzag in and out the next one, in and out the next 2, in and out the next 2. Okay, and then you can tug that so it closes. Alright, and then what I like to do is I like to make a little bit of a slip knot here. So I'm just going to go in nearby where the tail is coming out, and I'm going to go through the loop again to make a little bit of a slip knot. pull that really snug. And now I want to hide the yarn tail into the ball. Okay, so I'm just going to stick my needle through, have it come out anywhere on the other side, pull it so the yarn tail's inside, and then we're going to use those scissors and trim it. So now there's a little bit of a yarn tail inside. Okay, and you can kind of reform that ball as you want, push down areas that are pointy. And that's it for this video. So congratulations, you have made a ball. Okay, make sure to leave a comment if you've done it. In our next video, we will be making a mini monster out of this ball. It's going to be adorable. Okay, I will see you in the next video.